From once being a top 12 cryptocurrency by market cap, it's now dropped below 54 cents, and let's be honest, things are looking rough. The chart is bleeding, the sentiment is shaky, and many are calling it the end for Pi coin. But what if I told you this could actually be one of the best buying opportunities we've ever seen? In today's video, I'm going to break down why, despite the crash and all the panic in the market, I'm still bullish on Pi coin. There's more happening beneath the surface than most people realize, and I'll walk you through the fundamentals, upcoming developments, and key reasons why I believe this dip might just be a setup for a major comeback. So stick around, this might change how you see everything. Bitcoin is struggling to bounce back, altcoins are bleeding across the board, and as for Pi network, it's taken a brutal hit, crashing over 70% in just 1 month. With fear spreading fast, the big question on everyone's mind is it over for Pi coin? Has the hype finally died, or is this just part of a larger setup? But before you make up your mind, let me show you something that most people are completely overlooking. There's a side to this story the mainstream isn't talking about, and once you see it, your perspective on Pi coin might completely change. The crash everyone's talking about, Pi coin has taken another massive hit, dropping 14% in just 24 hours, and over 69% throughout April alone. It's now hit a new all-time low of 53 cents, marking its weakest point since the mainnet launch. From a technical perspective, things look even more intense. The RSI, Relative Strength Index, has plunged below 20, signaling that Pi coin is severely oversold. That usually means the coin is trading well below its fair value, often a precursor to a strong bounce. But here's the twist. Despite all the chaos, over 88% of community sentiment remains bullish, according to CoinMarketCap votes. That's right. Even in the face of this bloodbath, the majority of the Pi community still believes in a comeback. So what does this all mean? It might not be the end, it could just be the setup. Why this might be the bottom? Right now, the fear in the crypto market is thick, you can almost feel the panic in the air. Pi coin has been crushed in recent weeks, and retail investors are hitting the sell button left and right. But here's the thing. History has shown us time and time again that when the average person is panicking, smart money is preparing to pounce. This isn't just speculation, it's backed by market data. One key indicator to pay attention to is the Chaikin money flow, CMF, which measures the buying and selling pressure based on volume and price movement. Currently, Pi coin's CMF is sitting at 23, a number that indicates huge capital outflows. At first glance, that sounds bearish, but if you look deeper, this is often the kind of extreme reading we see just before a major price reversal. Why? Because it signals that most of the weak hands, the panic sellers, may have already exited. What's left is a highly oversold asset, trading below its real value, and primed for a potential bounce. This is exactly the type of setup that strategic investors look for. They don't chase green candles, they buy the fear. Now, here's where it gets technical but crucial. If Pi coin can break above the key resistance level between 68 cents and 70 cents, we could see a rapid shift in momentum. That resistance zone has acted like a ceiling recently, pushing the price back down each time it tries to recover. But a clean breakout above that level? That could trigger stop losses from short sellers and invite fresh buying pressure, potentially leading to a sharp bounce and a new short-term rally. So while everyone else is focusing on how much Pi has dropped, the real question is this the moment just before everything changes? Because if history repeats, and it often does, the bottom might not be a place of fear, but a launchpad for what comes next. Let's be real. Pi coin is facing some serious challenges at the moment, and it's important to acknowledge them head-on. First and foremost, one of the biggest issues holding Pi back is the lack of exchange listings. Despite all the buzz and the massive community behind it, Pi still isn't widely available on major, reputable crypto exchanges. That limits liquidity, investor access, and overall market credibility. Secondly, the slow pace of feature rollouts has frustrated many in the community. Pi network has promised a lot over the years, from an open mainnet to an internal ecosystem of DApps and decentralized tools. But progress has been sluggish. The team tends to take a cautious, long-term approach, which some see as smart and secure, while others see it as delayed and discouraging. In crypto, momentum is everything, and right now, Pi seems to be losing some of it. Then there's the elephant in the room: transparency issues. For a project with over 50 million users, the level of communication from the core team hasn't always been consistent or clear. There are lingering questions about timelines, token unlock schedules, and decision-making processes. And when transparency is lacking in a decentralized project, trust can erode quickly. And this is where many people miss the full picture. Pi coin is not a meme coin. It's not some hyped-up token created in a weekend with no utility or real purpose. Pi has been in development for over 6 years, led by a team of Stanford graduates. It boasts one of the largest crypto mining communities in the world, with tens of millions of users actively mining from their phones every day. That's not just hype, that's infrastructure. What also sets Pi apart is its unique approach to mobile crypto mining. It's one of the first serious attempts to make crypto accessible to the masses without the need for expensive hardware or advanced technical knowledge. This inclusive vision has helped build a global community, especially in regions that have historically been excluded from early crypto opportunities. So yes, there are real problems with Pi right now. But beneath the surface, there's also real potential. And if the team can address these key issues: listings, transparency, and development speed, Pi coin could still become one of the most disruptive projects in the space. Right now, while the market is panicking and everyone's running for the exits, I'm doing the exact opposite. I'm building my position in Pi coin at just 53 cents. Why? Because this is exactly the kind of moment when the majority gives up, and the smartest investors lean in. When prices crash and social sentiment turns negative, it's easy to follow the crowd and assume the worst. But seasoned investors know that wealth in crypto is rarely built during bull runs. It's built during bear moments like this. This is when assets get deeply undervalued, when fear blinds people to opportunity, and when patient buyers quietly accumulate before the next wave. I'm still mining Pi daily on the mobile app. It's completely free, takes just a few seconds each day, and every small amount adds up, especially if the project reaches its full potential in the future. Don't sleep on this. Passive accumulation now could pay off big later. In the end, the difference between those who panic and those who profit comes down to one simple choice: do you follow the fear, or buy it? Right now, we are deep in the pain phase. This is the part of the journey where everything feels uncertain. Prices are down, emotions are running high, and it seems like the project might never recover. But if history has taught us anything, it's this: the pain always comes before the gain. We've seen it time and time again with major altcoins, whether it was Ethereum, Solana, or even Bitcoin in its early years. The biggest bounces, the most life-changing rallies, almost always follow the harshest crashes. It's during these low points, when fear peaks and most people give up, that the foundation for future growth is laid. So if you're still here, if you're still watching, still holding, still believing, then you're not just a speculator, you're a true pioneer. And to show you're one of the strong ones, smash that like button. It helps the algorithm push this to more Pi believers. Subscribe so you never miss the moment the rebound begins. And drop a comment below with "Pi strong" to let the world know you're still here, still mining, and still holding on through the storm. This isn't just about Pi, it's about patience, vision, and conviction. And if you're reading this, you've already proven you've got all three. The gain phase always follows the pain. Are you ready for it?